Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video guide for Ark Survival Evolved. This is the first episode of a series that I'm planning on doing, and it's going to be a series of how to tame dinosaurs. Of course, this is the how to tame a Pteranodon episode. It is the first one, and the purpose of this is to aim towards taming a Quetzal. As with all my guides, I will keep in mind the best taming method, or what I think is the best taming method, and it will be noob friendly as well. So I will, of course, keep into consideration new players to the game. If you guys enjoy this episode, please do not forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And of course, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. So as I was saying, this is going to be a series. I'm going to be showing off what I think are the best ways of taming creatures in the game. I have made some videos for some creatures in the past, however things have changed, and I will be revisiting those as well. With that being said and done, you will want a ghillie suit, as of course this will decrease the aggro range for a lot of creatures. You will also want to have some food and water with you. You will want a spyglass, some bola, and you will either want a long neck rifle or of course a crossbow, depending on what you can craft or what you have access to. You want some narcotics, and obviously for the items that you'll be using to trank it, you either want darts for the long neck rifle or the trank arrows for the crossbow. You'll be able to craft a ghillie suit at level 33, and here's what you will need in order to craft that. As you can see right there, it does not take all that much in terms of crafting, but it is recommended that you do that, as of course you will be on ground. So next thing, you will want a saddle that you can unlock at level 38, and you will need of course the following materials. You'll need chitin or keratin. You will also of course need fiber and hide. Now you can tame a Pteranodon earlier on should you choose to, however you won't have a saddle unless someone makes it for you. In terms of what to feed the Pteranodon, if it's a high level Pteranodon, it is recommended that you feed it regular kibble. Otherwise you can just go with whatever meat you have in your inventory. So as you can see, there's a Pteranodon there. I am going to go for that one, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to wait it out until of course it lands. Pteranodons will fly, but they also land from time to time, so just wait it out. As you can see, the Pteranodon has landed, so I'm just going to run up to it. I'm going to get my bola out, start whirling this baby around, and then throw it in its general direction. For this one, I will be using the crossbow. You do want to aim for the head. It does more damage, but it does also apply the torpor quicker and does more torpor along with it. So 2 shots to the head, and that is that. And as you can see, it's knocked out. Now obviously I have chosen as a steed a Allosaurus. You can choose whatever you have available, a raptor, a carno, whatever you fancy. You can even go for a herbivore. I do prefer the carnivores though, just because you will have to now babysit it. What I do suggest is you don't put any food in its inventory. You do keep an eye on its torpor as well as its hunger. You want to starve it out, then once it is almost starved out, then feed it, as that way you run a smaller risk of losing everything. Obviously this is in the grass, so you will want to keep an eye out for small creatures like the compies, which will attack your tame. If it does attack your tame and it started taming either on kibble or meat, what happens is you will have lost what the Pteranodon has consumed. So that is why of course you want to put the food in when it's ready to tame. So I have killed that trike next to me. I've got plenty of meat with me should I need it. I'm just going to go for regular meat and dump it into the Pteranodon's inventory. So what you do is you just access the Pteranodon's inventory, then place the meat. Now sometimes it can be a bit derpy with regards to accessing it, so you might have to move around. Just dump the meat. So you can do that by pressing T or whatever the command is for console. You'll want some narcotics in there to keep the Pteranodon's torpor levels up. If it does lose its torpor level, it will wake up and go away with your food and items that it's got in its inventory, and that's that. It's pretty much lost. Once it has starved out, you can just dump the meat in the Pteranodon's inventory and it should start eating it up. This should take quite quick. I mean, the longest part of it is waiting for it to starve out. Obviously, for the purposes of this video, I did use a mod to starve it out quicker, as I don't have a day or how many ever hours it takes to tame up. Obviously, on official servers, it is a bit of a waiting game, so you might want to set up some palisade walls around it to protect it, especially if it is a high-level Pteranodon. Also, palisade walls in the game are called spiked walls. I probably suggest going for the wooden spiked walls because they are cheaper to make, and Pteranodons are just your first flyers that you'll get in the game. They're not very powerful, they're just to help you get around. There are far better flyers that you want to go for. So if you see a 150 Pteranodon like I have right here, it's up in the air. What do you do with it? Well, you just wait it out. Keep your eye on it. Wait for it to land. It will land eventually. Also, keep your eye out on the land, because, or on the ground I meant to say, because if you don't, it might end up landing in between a group of compies or close to a dillo, which will attack it, and then therefore the Pteranodon will fly away at great speed, meaning you'll have to chase it down, and obviously the terrain isn't leveled, so you might end up losing it, having to go around obstacles. Obviously, I'm going to show you what I do. It's just that simple. Just keep your eye on it, make sure there's nothing dangerous around. When it seems like it's coming close to the ground, have a look around yourself or around the area, make sure there's nothing that can hit it and scare it away. Once it's down, get off your mount, bowler it. I'm gonna wait for it to go past my Allosaurus. Now it's bowlered. I'm gonna go for the long neck rifle, and of course aim for the head for maximum torpor efficiency. It should take 2 or 3 shots. Oh, there we go. That's that. And as you can see, I'm using a standard long neck rifle, so I don't have the bonuses of an ascendant rifle at all. Now that it's down, this is a high level. What I would suggest is, of course, you put some palisade walls around it, or I keep calling them palisade walls from Conan Exile, but I meant spiked walls. Once it has starved out, then you can use the regular kibble. Just place it in its inventory and it should start eating. Now I do have increased taming speed on the server just because of the fact that I have significantly decreased hungers on all dinos, which is why, of course, I also have the Tame XL mod. However, on official servers, I recommend that you starve out the Pteranodon before you put any kibble or food in it, as if it does get killed by another creature, you will have lost the kibble that it has consumed. That is it for this video, folks. In the next video, I will show you how to tame an Argentavis, and after that, how to tame a Quetzal using the Argentavis that you tamed. Of course, for taming the Argentavis, I will be using this exact Pteranodon, and then obviously to tame the Quetzal, I will be using the Argentavis that I will show you how to tame in the next video. And that is kind of the formula in which I will be making these guides. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video, folks. If you have, please don't forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself, and if you have just subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content here on the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Seftopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.